welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Our birthday girl here, Leslie Boswell, is with us again, and she is a volunteer with the farm women's group CommonGround.
Yeah, I feel like we should have a little crown for you or something today.
Or a gift or something, but you brought us the gift.
She brought us the gift. Yeah, so we're going to talk about this cheese ball recipe that has already been making its rounds around our Facebook page, people sharing it.
Good.
It looks really good. Our producer in the back said it's interesting because it has pineapple in it.
A little bit of sweet with a little bit of the salt because it's got seasoning salt in it, and you've got the crunch from the nuts, and it just makes a really good contrast.
Is this your recipe, or did you find it somewhere?
No, I actually got this from my ex-mother-in-law. And it was wonderful then, and I still use it all the time. I put it in this cookbook. This is my family's cookbook.
Your family's cookbook, that's neat.
That is our ancestral home at Bellwood, built back in the 1870s, and we've had Christmas in that house, and a direct descendant has lived in that house since it was built.
That's a really neat house.
Well, that was taken back in the 30s or 40s, I think, that picture.
Wow.
So,
okay, so we start with cream cheese?
Okay, we've got 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese in here. And this is one of these things that I like. You can do it ahead, you can dump, you can adjust, whatever. It's got a cup of pecans. It's got an 8-ounce can of drained pineapple.
And this is the crushed pineapple?
This is crushed pineapple. And you know, there are differences between name brands and off brands. I really like to stick with the name brands on that one.
For this one?
It's crushed finer. And it makes it a little bit smoother.
Okay.
Here is dried onion flakes and seasoning salt and green peppers, just to give it a little bit of an extra flavor.
Yeah, that's an interesting combination.
Yes,
I've never tried
It
it.
is.
Colorful too, really. Yeah.
You mix this all up, which my cream cheese is a little bit hard. Now that's another thing too. On cream cheese, if you get the 1/3 less fat instead of the regular, it stays softer. And sometimes you want it to be a little bit more stable, but sometimes you want it to be a little bit softer depending on what you're making.
So what would you go with for this one?
On this one, since it's going to be a dip and you're going to be working with crackers, I'd go with the 1/3 less. It doesn't stay quite as tight in the ball, but it's easier to spread.
Alrighty.
So you mix this all up, you roll it all out on a piece of plastic, and once you get it on the plastic, then you can just
form it,
mush it up into the ball.
And then here's the ball.
Cool that off. Here's the ball, and you just roll it in the nuts.
Okay.
And this is where you get dirty.
Something my daughter could do, right? She'd like this.
Oh yeah.
She likes to get dirty.
You just get it all covered up with the nuts, and then you can serve it with the crackers.
And here it is. All right. Look how pretty that is.
Well, you hate to even
I know.
damage that.
Oh no, it is so worth eating.
So what kind of response do you get when you take this to parties? Leslie, what are people saying?
It gets a response that it's kind of weird to start, but once they try it, generally they really like it.
That's very good.
But one of the things that I would say is if you want to cut calories on this, skip the crackers, eat it with a spoon.
That's all right too. I like that idea as well.
Or get low-fat crackers.
You can. I use the lighter cream cheese. The pineapple's good for you. Green pepper's good for you. Nuts are good for you. Everything in there is okay except for maybe the seasoning salt. You're not supposed to have much, but there isn't very much in there.
No, it's very good.
So
it's all good.
Put it with your favorite crackers. I've got to take this to at least 2 of my Christmases coming up, so
I may be doing that too, taking that to a party. So.
it's pretty simple. You mix it all up, put it in the fridge, let it set to stiffen up a little bit.
Yeah, do it the day before.
And if you want to, on this, when you're putting it in the nuts, you can stick it in the freezer for like maybe 10-15 minutes before.
To make it stick?
To make it a little bit harder, a little bit tighter, and then roll them in the nuts.
Okay.
Like it. Great idea.
There you go.
Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you, and happy birthday again.
All right, thank you.
Ready.
Coming up after the break, we will have the